Hello? Uh-oh. Might be a sound Hello? Prop. Okay, sounds good. All right. So hello everybody and welcome. It is I, the Realist Philosopher, and this is the Realist Philosopher Show. So how y'all doing today? Hope you're all doing good, fine and well. Did I make a mistake somewhere? Kalashnikova says, is the time wrong? I don't think so. All right. Got somebody named Pootie Wang. Hey, Pootie. You should look into David Schroeder. He may be the most untapped Lolcow of all time. David Schroeder has some great clips on David. David Dirter? What? David Schroeder, I think you mean. I don't know who that is, but I'll make a note. Okay. Well, I need to open a file for this kind of stuff then. I don't really have a file open for that, but okay. I really don't know why people do this when I'm streaming, when my email is in every... I'm surprised they don't get more emails. Are you aware that my email address is in every single piece of content I post? So you could have emailed me that, and I wouldn't have to write it in the middle of a live stream. David Schurter. People are very lazy. You're very lazy, you know that. Just saying. Could have sent me that off stream. People don't think about the practical. I know you think you're helping when you do something like that, but you're not actually helping because I have to take time out and then type it. And so, yeah. You got to think about the practical aspects. It's not really practical for me to record this kind of stuff while I'm live streaming. I guess I need I need to get a notepad and a pen. I'm sure I got a pen somewhere, but you never have one when you need one. And I don't really plan on this kind of stuff ahead of time. I keep saying I'll have something to write this stuff down. I did just make a note, but I really don't have ready access to my keyboard either during the stream. Again, people don't think about this kind of stuff. I wish they would. It's kind of what I try to teach with my philosophy. But anyway, looks like Pootie Twang isn't even here anymore, so it's irrelevant. Why did this person come in at 8:37? I mean, is there something wrong with the time that the stream starts? Is the time correct? Or are people showing up earlier? Because I'm pretty sure I had the time right. So I don't want people... So you got to let me know, because I'm pretty sure I had it scheduled correctly. So I don't know why people are showing up that far ahead of time to leave a message like that. No dishwasher? Yeah, I didn't feel like it. People don't show up for the pre-show. Well, the pre-show waiting room, it seems. I didn't feel like it today. I'm very tired today. I didn't want to do the... Like, people want me to chat with them during the waiting room, and I didn't feel like... It's like an extra half hour. I just don't have the juice today, man. I'm very tired. I was driving today. I nearly had an accident. Twice. It's just like... I don't know what it is, if it's because I quit the nicotine gum, but it's been like 10 days now, so I don't know what the hell's going on. It might just be I'm working too much, and I'm losing focus. That's kind of why I started using the nicotine gum. I couldn't do the show and work at the same time. It was like my mind was having a very hard time staying alert and focused, so I don't know, man. I don't know. Bookworm Addict's in the room. How you doing, Bookworm? Okie Farmer too. How you doing, Okie? I'm lazy right now. I have to sleep, to be honest. So that's fine. I don't mind. That's okay. Okie Farmer says the show's the correct time on my end. Hi, TRP. Hey, Bookworm. How you doing? Yeah. I think I'm calling out some stuff about. On a side note, I think I've discovered some things about Kiwi Farms and. I'm starting to connect some dots because I'm getting attacked a lot more than I was before. I've I've noticed some very strange, some very odd things, like all the like. There's a very small group of people on Twitter that are clipping and promoting certain content producers. That's only like 4 or 5 of them, and those clippers are Kiwi farmers, and they're being pushed by Fat Man and Little Coke Boy, who are very closely entangled with Josh Moon, who is the owner and founder and runs Kiwi Farms. And it looks like there's some kind of cyclical quid pro quo relationship going there of um, favors and free advertising and promotion in exchange for favors and promotion the other way. It's really quite disturbing, and there's a lot of gatekeeping going on. And I need to take some time and sit down and draw the lines, dot the i's, cross the t's a little more succinctly, and do some more research and script everything out and map everything and think a little more about it. But I'm definitely going to do a content piece about that. Suffice it to say, the entire Lolcow space seems to be controlled by just a handful of individuals who are reaping most of the benefits, and they're gatekeeping and deciding who does and does not get to have a voice. And it's really quite disturbing. I think more people need to know about it. And because I started noticing some patterns, I've been getting attacked a lot on Twitter. That's very interesting. Bookworm addict. My doctor put me on baclofen, which causes dizziness and drowsiness. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, I don't know what that's for, but that doesn't sound good. No, my issues are just I really don't know if the fact that I nearly crashed my car twice today is because of the withdrawal from the nicotine or because I'm overworked. Um, it really should have passed by now. These kind of severe symptoms, it's like only supposed to take 2 3 days for the worst symptoms to pass. So I'm getting the feeling that it's because of overworking, but at the same time, the nicotine causes its own problems. Lots of inflammation. My knees hurt, shoulders hurt, back hurts. It's like, anyway, we've got some good stuff here. Styx has been active. Weekends are always good because I don't make a show Saturday or Sunday, so a lot of content tends to accumulate, and come Monday, there's actually more than I can easily cover, so that's always a good thing. Let me see here. We got Styx. He hates religion. And then he's talking about drugs. Yeah. I think we're going to go with the tried and true drug video. Yeah. I don't know what this guy's on right now, but he's definitely on something. I mean, somebody told me they think he's shooting up, right? Chasing the dragon. I'm not so sure. I don't know that this guy has the money for that, though. That stuff, you can get it pretty cheap. I don't really know. But let me see. Video's loading, of course. All right, 13 minutes. Yeah, I can do that. 13 minutes there, 10 minutes of my commentary. That's easy enough. Yeah, I can do that. Chappy Chap is in the room. Get some THC. I tried THC, man. It don't do nothing. It did absolutely nothing. I don't know what it's supposed to do anyway. But no, it didn't have any effect. It was like in a like little pieces of chocolate. They were like these little round balls, but they had a lot of. I think it was 5 milligrams or something. Maybe I need to get like a tincture. I don't know. It had no effect, man. I'm very resistant to any kind of mind-altering drug, man. I have a very powerful, strong mind. It's extremely. I mean, it's very difficult to be affected by drugs, but I know you can get it in a dropper, right? I need to do some research. Well, how would THC help? I don't know how that would help. Does that help with like focus or something or alertness? Is it? It's not a stimulant like nicotine. I need to do some research. I bought some ginseng, but that doesn't seem to be helping very much. Yeah, it's tough, man. Or vape, dude. I'm not vaping. That shit'll mess you up, man. Vaping's not good for you. Are you kidding? You think nicotine's bad for you? Oh man, I'm just doing the nicotine gum. Would help with inflammation. What? Yeah, but I drink cocoa for that. What do you mean it would help? So I could like chew the nicotine gum and then. Well, what would help with the inflammation? Like I take something else to help with the inflammation from the nicotine? You mean the THC would help with the inflammation? But I don't have any pain right now. The problem is, see, the nicotine causes me inflammation, which causes pain. But I'm having a hard time focusing and being alert now without it. Because I do this show and I do my work, and I can't do both without some kind of help. It's just brain damage. What do you want? You try having a stroke. See how well you do. But I'll have to look into that. I never heard that THC helps with inflammation. I'm sure there's better things for inflammation than that. I don't know. Bookworm addict. I wonder how much Sticks likes Mom Dommy's New York City. Oh, I'm sure he hates it. Okie Farmer, probably combo both. Shane Cashman. Hey Shane, how you doing? Gonna watch a crazy Bollywood horror movie later tonight? Bollywood. Okay. That's kind of crappy movies, like the quality's real bad. Fifu says, get the Adderall. Adderall? Isn't that worse for you? I mean, I know Ritalin is, and I don't want to hear anybody say otherwise. I know Ritalin is like a synthetic cocaine, man. Oh, excuse me, creatine. Adderall, that's not good for you, man. I would think that would be worse than nicotine. I don't know. Nah. How about that? But anyway, Chappie says that THC helps with inflammation. I mean, it's not that expensive, like in a tincture. I could look into it. The nicotine gum works. The problem is that it causes so much inflammation. That's the problem. Shane Cash and Adderall will zoop your brain. I believe you. I just don't want to take it. That's speed, man. That's like hardcore speed, man. Well, that'll zoop my brain, all right. That's what I'm afraid of. I drink a lot of coffee. Enough. I have enough. Caffeine ain't gonna help. Okay. And no, it's not caffeine that's causing the issue. Turmeric? How would turmeric help? I mean, I have it in my my cupboard. I have some right now. Well, I'll have to look up what turmeric will help with. I don't know what turmeric would help with. Yeah, but I need to do some research, man. I really don't know what's gonna do what. I don't even know what anybody's talking about. 8 hours of sleep. Yeah, my sleep has not been good. I mean, I try to get sleep, but it's not good. My sleep has never been good, but I think I just need more time. Like, I think I just need more time to off the nicotine. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, I don't want to take that Adderall stuff. I saw what that did to Ayn Rand. That broad was on so much speed. Right, and Atlas Shrugged. One of the biggest books ever written. Cooked her brain, man. Brilliant woman, but valerian root tincture, Valium? Fifus, none of us are sleeping well until 6 Spark the Justice. Valerian root tincture. don't know. I'll have to find something. I'll look into THC and the effects it has. I don't want to go back on the nicotine. But I nearly crashed today. I don't know. I need something. The ginseng ain't doing it. That Rosia Rosales ain't doing it either. All right, let me see what we got here. We got some stick stuff. Let's get into him, shall we? Well, we don't want to get into sticks, but you know what I mean. We don't actually want to. Steven Crowder had an Adderall addiction? Oh, my. Yeah, Shane. Adderall is amphetamines. That is correct. That's why you don't want to give it to kids. All this nonsense about the fake ADHD BS. Turmeric is just a root. It's beyond good for you. But you're not telling me what it's good for. I'll have to do some research, man. I'll find out. Anyway, yeah, is it open? All right. Let me open up my screen capture. I'll get to your comments after the story. Please keep that in mind. Screen capture check. Sticks check. All right. So hello all and welcome. And it is I, the Realist Philosopher, and this is the Realist Philosopher Show. So how y'all doing today? I hope you're all doing good, fine, and well. So we're back with some Sticks, Hex, and Hammer 666 gobbledygook. And we got Sticks here, and he's wearing the, same shirt he's been wearing now for a week. Nothing abnormal about that. Unfortunately, this guy doesn't know you're supposed to change clothing every day. I guess he sleeps in the same clothes he is awake in, and oh man, he looks terrible, of course. And in this video, this is supposed to read drug hypocrisy, but because Stick is still trying to keep alive the lie that he had a stroke or seizure or whatever that made him half blind, he has to continue to pretend to have typos randomly sprinkled throughout everything he writes. Whew. I think living this many lies must be really, really, really tiresome, having to keep track of them all the time. But anyway, let's hear what Stixy Boy has to say about shrug hypocrisy. It's amazing he spelled the word hypocrisy correctly. All right, Sticks, give it to us, baby.
All right, everyone. It's time to talk about drug hypocrisy and the drug war. The hypocrisy angle is quite easily explained. The parents and grandparents, and great-grandparents, actually,
Hasn't he made this video before? And he's done this video before where he talks about how your grandparents, your parents, your grandparents, they were all a bunch of dope-smoking hippies, and so why are they giving you a hard time about using dope? He's made this video before, man.
Of the current generations are being complete hypocrites when it comes to drugs. You will get lectured about not smoking by someone with a Marlboro in their mouth, for example.
So what? Yeah, okay. So, what's wrong with that?
Your great-grandparents took a lot of laudanum. They found it fun.
Maybe my great-grandparents did. I don't know. I think I met my great-grandmother when I was like 8 or something, and she was in her 80s, and then her daughter was in her 60s, and my father was in his 40s, so that's 4 generations there. I don't know if she smoked laudanum, though. I never really asked. I kind of doubt it. She would have been born in probably the late 1800s, so maybe she did. I don't know.
They also had cocaine drops back then, among other things. They were understood to be medicinal. Your grandparents...
Yeah, they were understood to be medicinal. People didn't realize how bad it was for you, okay? Yeah.
Went to Woodstock.
No, they didn't, man. My parents would be of the age, but they didn't.
And, yeah, they didn't do any drugs there. There were no drugs at Woodstock, or anything like that, or Altamont, or something like that.
He just made this video recently, just under a different title. You think he forgot? Do you think he's cooked his brain so much he doesn't remember that like a month or two ago he made this same video?
No drugs at any of these concerts. They never existed. They were all teetotalers. Yeah, they had tea breaks in between sets and stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah, maybe if it was mushroom tea or something like that. Gen X is probably the most hypocritical, though. You used all the drugs. You took them all.
No, I didn't.
There were no drugs left.
What is Gen X? Which years is that? I think that's me. Is it me? I can't keep track. I don't know.
For us millennials. You took all of them.
No, I didn't.
But you took all the LSD, you took all the weed, you
What?
took everything.
Who you talking to, pal? Go project somewhere else.
You literally, I don't know, you must have been blasted off your ass. You think that we're weird?
Well, dude, nah, come on now. Get some self-awareness, pal. You are weird, okay? Drugs, no drugs, LSD, no LSD.
That us millennials are weird?
I love how he tries to conflate himself with normal people, while at the same time saying there's no such thing as normal. Hey, Sticks. Well, when it's convenient for him, then there's such a thing as normality, right? Yeah.
Dude, millennials are cucks. Are simps compared to Gen X. And the boomers, and their great-grandparents in the Edwardian era, and to the Victorians, who were literally huffing gas in order to get high.
Yeah, but they didn't know any better, man. They also had makeup that had lead base, right? They were poisoning themselves with lead. They didn't know.
Have you ever heard of ether?
Ether?
Yeah, everyone does drugs.
No. What are you talking about? Everyone does not do drugs. I mean, how is he classifying drugs? Is he classifying, like, caffeine as a drug? I mean, I guess it is technically, but it's a very, very mild stimulant, okay, and rather harmless. The amounts that you would need to take to have it be harmful to you, it would be near impossible to take. And I mean, the amount of friggin' coffee you'd have to drink, gallons and gallons. I mean, dude, I think there's a big difference between, like, caffeine and, you know, chasing the dragon, as it were, sniffing creatine. But he's trying to conflate the two, right? To say that everybody's a hypocrite because, well, you do drugs too, because you drink coffee. Yeah, okay, pal.
It's been going back millions of years. Cave people, 12,000 years ago, were using little rock cauldrons to brew primitive beer. Okay? So, yeah, drugs and humans have coexisted for some time.
Yeah, but there's levels, right? There's tiers, there's degrees to this stuff, right? Like there's a big difference between a beer at, well, alcohol is a pretty bad substance for sure, but I think there's a big difference between, say, beer and vodka and rot gut whiskey and stuff like that.
And before that, they were using basically everything. These berries, they make me feel really good. Let me take another handful of them. Oh, shit. Holy fuck. That's what has happened. Human beings have been using drugs their entire existence.
To a certain extent, to a certain degree. But I think we all understand that once you go above a certain degree, a certain level of use, you tend to initiate a form of dependency that is not good for you. Not to mention the fact that there are some drugs that would be very hard to abuse, as it were, while others are ripe for abuse and are very easy to abuse, and even very small amounts can be quite harmful, even lethal to you. So he's not creating distinctions where there actually are distinctions here. There are levels to this stuff that he's not acknowledging. He's just lumping everything together. Well, it's a substance. People use it. So you're as bad as me. Even though I'm chasing the dragon and you're drinking coffee.
The only thing is that more recently there were anti-drug crusades, which have never worked, to try to...
Yeah, he's not wrong. Yeah, he's not wrong. Broken clock is right twice a day. Yeah, the war on drugs has done more harm than drugs themselves. You make it illegal, you just create all this criminality around it, not to mention making the act of using them criminal. And so you create all of these people, you create all of these criminals, you criminalize the addiction, you make it more attractive also to young people when you make it illegal, and you create all of this violent crime that surrounds it because it's so profitable.
To teetotal people. That's it.
You also make it more dangerous because now it can't be regulated, and so the quality is iffy, and you have a lot of people dying of, poisoning and overdoses and such.
It goes along with the
Not to mention, the hundreds of billions of dollars a year spent to fight this war. Yeah.
temperance movement. There's literally no other reason. By the way, this also goes along with the feminist movement.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not wrong. Again, yeah, he's right about that. Yeah.
Believe it or not. Yes, indeed. Groups of feminists would go into bars and take axes and smash the alcohol and stuff like that. Yeah. This happened on a fairly regular basis.
Yeah, I know.
But I hate the hypocrisy of older generations judging younger generations for using mind-altering substances. Marijuana is probably the first and foremost. It is medicinal.
Well, it can be medicinal. It depends on what you use it for. That's like saying oxycontin is medicinal. Well, it can kill pain, but a lot of people use it for, other purposes.
It is not particularly habit-forming. It's sort of a take-it-or...
Is it oxycontin, oxycodone? I don't remember the exact pronunciation.
Leave it sort of drug. It doesn't have any chemically addictive properties at all.
I don't know about that. There's certainly addictive aspects to it. Maybe not chemical, not physiological, but certainly psychological in nature.
Actually, it can be habituating. So it can be psychological, but it doesn't have any chemically addictive properties.
Not sure why that matters. I mean, addicted. Hey, you're addicted, pal. Well, it'd be more difficult to quit if it's, physical. Really? I don't know about that. I don't know.
And soft drugs, LSD and stuff like that.
Oh, now he's making some kind of distinction. What do you mean soft drugs? LSD is a soft drug? Really? Haven't people gone insane? Wasn't that a big thing back in the 70s? People lose their freaking minds and beat up cops and go on rampages and have like the strength of like half a dozen men. They'd be put in a loony bin because they got high on that stuff?
Like that. I knew.
Was that angel dust?
There's this one YouTube user who apparently lived in an old missile silo with an older dude, and they were making LSD and shit. Uh-huh. And she's gotten out of the drug trade. I think there was probably a legal reason for this. Let's put it that way.
Somebody living in a missile silo making LSD? Okay.
But it was pretty funny. Now, how dare older generations, even your fucking great-grandparents, how dare they judge you for using mind-altering substances?
What are you talking about, man? It's called wisdom. So what are you saying? If I make a mistake in my life and I learn from that mistake, how dare I teach other people not to make that mistake? What the hell are you talking about? Then what is wisdom for, you idiot? I made mistakes, so you don't have to. No, I'm going to keep silent. I don't want to seem like a hypocrite. I screwed up. I went down the wrong path. I wasted a lot of my life doing stupid crap. So, but, because I don't want to come across a hypocrite, I'm going to let you make the same mistakes. What? What are you talking about? You pinhead?
They were doing the same thing.
Yeah, that doesn't make it good. That doesn't make it right.
Great-grandparents are using opioids mainly.
What are you talking about, dude?
Well, that's a lot worse than, like, weed or something like that.
What do you think? People back then didn't know that this stuff was bad? I've heard any stories from my family about using this stuff. Maybe somebody did. I don't know.
The boomers, they did
Oh.
everything.
Nah, dude, come on. Maybe your parents, not mine.
Gen X did everything.
I didn't do any drugs.
Even us millennials, many of us did everything.
Well, we know you did, that's for sure.
I was using Arrowhead when I was younger. I used everything under the sun that wasn't a hard drug.
What are you talking? Now he's making these distinctions. This is contradictory. So at the start, he says everybody's a drug user, right? You drink coffee, drug user, so you're a hypocrite. And now he's creating these distinctions. Now there's distinctions. Oh, well, now there's such a thing as a list of tiers. There's now levels. Well, see, I wasn't doing hard drugs. Dude, you were smoking incense, yo. You're literally going to the gas and sip, buying incense sticks, shaving off the freaking incense in powder form. I'm assuming rolling it into like a freaking cigarette and smoking it. What are you talking about?
And I use that term loosely. I don't believe in the term hard drug.
But you just used it.
In the general sense. I'm simply using it in the colloquial sense. So I never used crack, meth, heroin, anything like that.
So he doesn't believe in these distinctions, even though he's using these distinctions. Dude, there are distinctions. There are differences, okay? Certain drugs are more potent. Certain drugs are more powerful. Certain drugs are more addictive. Certain drugs are all of the above of these things. And others are not so much. Some drugs are 1,000, 10,000 times more powerful than other drugs. I mean, what are you talking about, man? Of course there's a difference.
Cocaine, I left those alone.
We have his word for that only.
I knew better.
Well, he probably couldn't afford it. Creatine, not cheap.
I smoked weed. I did LSD. I did mescaline.
Isn't LSD hard drug? That's angel dust, right? I don't know. Maybe angel dust is something else, but that's hard. I think that's a hard drug, man. That'll mess you up.
I did
Mescaline?
psilocybin.
Dude, these are not soft drugs. What is he talking about?
I did Syrian rue. I tried to make ayahuasca, but I couldn't keep it down long enough, so I only got auditory hallucinations.
Why does he want to have these hallucinations? Can somebody out there explain to me what is so appealing about having hallucinations? I don't get it.
Which is probably for the best because it tasted like crap. So I've used quite a few, and Morning Glory, and a few others. So I've used quite a few drugs.
Mind altering, yeah. Well, we know, pal. Look at you now. You're a mess. You're a disaster.
I'm just pointing that out.
Right. And we see what a disaster, what a mess you are, because you're telling us, and so we avoid going down the same road you do. Meanwhile, your logic, we really shouldn't preach to the younger generations to not do this stuff. And they should walk down the same path we did and make the same mistakes and waste their lives and damage their bodies and damage their brains and, ruin their lives like you. That's your logic, right, Sticks? Interesting.
So I know what I'm talking about. Marijuana, for example, is the most innocuous of them all.
Is it?
You may become habituated to it, but you will not become chemically addicted to it, because it's not possible for that to happen. In my experience...
I don't know about that. I don't know about that, pal. I wouldn't take this guy's word for that.
It'd be like, well, I'll have a couple puffs.
By the way, some of the most powerful addictions are psychological in nature, so, dude.
And then a week goes by where I don't use it at all. And I don't...
So he's using drugs now. Interesting. Yeah, big shocker.
Mind it. It's completely different from the two main legal drugs, by the way, in the United States. The ones that the boomers and Gen X will not castigate you for using. Tobacco and alcohol.
I'll castigate you for it. Well, the alcohol, for sure. The smoking, just simply because you can get nicotine in a safer form than smoking it. Okay? What do you need to smoke it for? Get the gum! Get the gum or those Zins.
Those are highly habit-forming, and they're highly dangerous for you.
Alcohol, yeah. I don't know about the nicotine, though. That depends.
Now,
That's highly dose dependent. But anyway.
Tobacco will probably kill you more slowly, whereas alcohol will potentially liquefy your fucking liver within a few years.
You would know, pal. I don't... This guy. Dude, you're an alcoholic. You are an alcoholic. Oh, of course. See, he's practicing what he preaches. Well, I'm an alcoholic, but I'm not going to preach don't drink, right? I don't want to come across a hypocrite, but aren't you a hypocrite right now? You're talking about it liquefying your liver. But you're a hypocrite then, because you're an alcoholic, buddy. You probably got a bottle of that good enough vodka right out of reach where we can't see it, right? You got it squirreled away. Huh? Yeah. You're sipping from that thing all day. You are an alcoholic, pal. So you're a hypocrite.
So there's a little bit of a difference, but they're both habit-forming, and they're both legal. Why? Why would the U.S. government keep them legal and continue going after marijuana? Except now at the federal level. Now it's been effectively decriminalized. In half of the states have decriminalized it too. It's an untenable legal situation. So
people need vices. It's that simple. People need vices. You gotta have a handful of legal vices, okay? So pressure, people can let off steam occasionally. Otherwise, the pressure cooker's just gonna explode, baby.
Had no choice. They probably didn't want to, because they're a bunch of hypocrites.
Like you!
Why would they keep them legal? The United States is a massive producer of tobacco.
Oh, yeah.
It is a massive producer of various distilled beverages. Breweries, wineries.
Yeah, they subsidize tobacco, yo. They give money to tobacco growers while at the same time donating money, giving money, creating anti-smoking campaigns. It's interesting. They waste your money on both ends.
Literal liquor distilleries, they're all over the place. I've seen them proliferate in my own home state of Vermont, for example. You would not believe it. It's become a gigantic muscle of alcohol. It's all over the place.
Yeah.
I can't even count the number of wineries that are up there.
I'm sure you could. You've probably been to most of them. Boozer that you are.
There were none of them before. There were a couple of breweries. That was basically the only thing. I think there was one distillery.
Can you imagine what this guy smells like? He must smell like a brewery.
Now there's probably dozens of breweries, and keep in mind, this state has less than 1 million people in it. There's probably 2 or 3 dozen breweries. There's probably 100 wineries. There's got to be a half a dozen distilleries minimum for this small population in a very small area.
Well, they export a lot of that to other states. You do realize that, right, buddy?
It's become a gigantic muscle of alcoholism.
You would know, being an alcoholic.
And this is, economically, it's advantageous. Until your population starts dropping like flies because they're all getting drunk all the time and their livers are liquefying.
Well, that's okay, because irresponsible people like you can have kids that they didn't abandon, and then those abandoned kids take up drugs and alcohol to self-medicate, and the cycle continues.
You know what would be better? Marijuana. You know? Just grow the marijuana crops, man. Thankfully, state of Vermont, you're allowed to have 2 adult plants per person on a property that is a resident. Okay, well that works. You know, you're not going to smoke all the buds on that if you take proper care of it, because it's going to be a lot of weed, my dude. But I believe in legalizing that. I believe in legalizing the soft drugs.
And now he's making these distinctions again that he says he doesn't believe in. By the way, I say legalize them all. What do I care? You want to kill yourself? That's fine. At least if you legalize it, you can do a number of different things. Number one, you can regulate the quality, right? So that way you don't have as many people dropping dead from ODs or, having some weird substance mixed in there. You have quality control. That's number one. Number two, it'll make it very cheap. So you remove all the violent crime that surrounds the production of these substances and the distribution of said substances, okay? Now, will more or less people use it? Probably about the same. Might be even less because you're removing the appeal that the criminalizing of it has on the youth. You're taking away the hundreds of billions of dollars spent every year to fight this stuff that really creates more crime than it solves.
And I believe in deregulating the hard drugs.
No. What do you mean deregulating the hard drugs? What are you talking about? The hard drugs are illegal, pal. What are you talking about?
Just look the other way. If somebody wants to kill themselves with...
I think he means decriminalizing. I think that's what he means.
Crack cocaine or with heroin or something like that, I don't think that it's a problem.
Yeah, I don't care. It's your body. It's the thing to me. It's your body, your choice until you want to take this or smoke that. Go hog wild. I don't care. You want to destroy yourself. That's your business. I recognize that it probably does more harm to try and criminalize this stuff. It creates more violence. It creates more negative consequences than it actually solves.
I mean, what are you going to do about it?
And by the way, that money that is put toward criminalizing it could then be put toward treatment, right? And actually helping these people who are trying to self-medicate.
You throw them in prison, they're probably going to die anyway.
Yeah, that's another problem. Once you criminalize it, you create all these criminals, and they go to jail, and then that's even more tax dollars we gotta spend on these people to house them, to feed them, to pay for their internet, and their cable.
They're gonna go through withdrawal, they'll probably fucking die.
You would know about that. He probably nearly died when he went to jail in Louisiana. Was it like 6 days or something? Can you imagine the massive DTs that this guy went through from the booze, man? From weaning off the booze? Oh, man.
So, just leave him alone. Unless there's a DUI or something like that, or they're being aggressive in public, there's no reason for you to get involved. And as far as the older generations...
Yeah, he's talking about me.
Judging the younger generation...
Yeah, I can judge you, okay? You don't want me to judge you because you're eminently judgeable because you're a screw-up, all right? You're a screw-up. Other people who are screw-ups don't want to be judged. Yeah, no kidding.
For using pot or something like that. Dude, no, you never smoked pot at Woodstock.
Dude, I wasn't there. I don't know. When did Woodstock happen? I mean, dude... I'd have been very small during Woodstock. No, my parents, are conservatives, very staunch ones, or they were anyway. So no.
No, when you were there, you were the party teetotaler.
Who is this guy talking to? Do you realize the people that would have went to Woodstock are like in their 80s or 90s now, dude? Who are you talking to? You think people that old are watching you? Come on, man.
I'm so sure of this.
Yeah, well, you're wrong.
That makes total sense.
I think something like 750,000 people went to Woodstock, pal. So, relatively small portion of the overall American population, especially now. And most of those people are dead by now.
Gen X. No, you never took any pills from the cupboard or...
Nope. We're not all you, buddy.
Anything like that. Come on. Stop being a fucking hypocrite.
Dude, practice what you preach. You're preaching against alcohol, talking about how it melts your liver. Meanwhile, you're an alcoholic who's in total complete denial.
This is why I don't judge Gen X. This is why...
Why judge you? It's okay to judge. What's wrong with judging?
I refuse to judge them.
Oh.
I don't have any right to judge them.
Yeah, you can. I mean, I don't know what you mean by right. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. We don't none of us have any rights. They don't exist, really. They're just constructs, dude. The conceptualizations that really have no basis in objective reality. So I don't know what you mean by no right, right? What are you talking about?
Oh my God. They're
You mean you're a mess of a human being? I mean, that's for sure, pal.
doing stupid challenges online. Yeah, we didn't have the Tide Pod challenge. It
Is he going to start talking about the one chip challenge again? Oh, God.
never existed. Oh my God. They're using drugs. Yeah, I never used any of those.
No, I didn't.
I've been a teetotaler my whole life.
Yeah, tea's not strong enough. I need more caffeine than's in tea.
Come on, dude. Get real.
I wish you would get real. This from a guy who lives his whole life rolling around the floor and using V8 cans as pretend hand grenades, living in some kind of imaginary fantasy land because he doesn't want to adult and live in the real world.
Same will happen to Gen Alpha. Us millennials are gonna get old. We're gonna
Dude, you're already old. Look at you.
get older. And we're gonna get judgmental towards Gen Alpha. No,
Yeah, well, you, I don't know. But those of us who make mistakes and then learn from them and who don't want generations that follow us to make the same mistakes so that they have more of their life being productive and enjoyable and higher quality in nature, yeah, we're going to judge. And we're going to use wisdom. And we're going to try to pass on the lessons we learn. He calls that hypocrisy. Only because he doesn't want to be judged. That's what's really going on here.
the kids these days, and
Because he wants to continue to live in this la fantasy land, not learn from his mistakes, not grow up, be Peter Pan forever.
and say stupid shit like that.
What's stupid?
There will only be a handful of us that hold out and hold the line.
You mean be a screw up your whole life and never learn anything and never grow, never evolve as a person, as a human being? Gotcha, pal.
I'll be one of them.
Yeah.
I refuse.
I refuse to change. I refuse to grow. I refuse to learn from my mistakes so that I can then teach others so that they don't make the same mistakes.
To judge the younger generations.
But that's what judgment actually is. Trying to teach others not to make the same mistakes you did. That's ultimately what it's about.
Just as I refuse to be judged by the older ones.
Oh, you refuse. Oh, too bad, pal. You can't refuse. I'm judging you now. What are you going to do about it, huh? Oh, you can't do anything. You can't refuse, pal. By the way, you're putting yourself on full display for the world, buddy. How do you refuse being judged? I'm judging you right now. Try and stop me.
And that's a good philosophy, in my opinion.
That's not a philosophy. That's an ideology. Ideology comes from philosophy. Philosophy doesn't come from ideology. You don't know what the hell you're talking about.
I think that it's wonderful. Go ahead, use your drugs. Just be careful.
Yeah. Sounds like a baby. Goo goo gaga.
Okay? Be informed. Be careful. Don't break any laws. Oh, God. None of us have ever done that before, by the way.
Well, not like you. Not to the degree you have, pal.
Yeah, us millennials, and especially Gen Xers, nobody ever broke the law. we never stole anything.
Let me guess, he doesn't believe in levels or degrees to criminality either. Yeah, of course not, because he's a criminal.
We never destroyed anything. We never broke into anything. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe when I was like really young, I did some stupid crap. Yeah, I was really young, and you know what? I grew up. It's called growing up.
That's a good one. Really, really funny joke. Yeah.
Well, that's you, pal, in your life. You don't want to grow up. You want to remain a Toys R Us kid your whole freaking life. Well, good for you, pal.
So don't worry too much, kids. You'll be all right.
Not if they continue down the path you're on, buddy. You ain't all right.
Yeah, just like we will be.
Just like we? He's referring to himself? We? Okay.
Yeah, well, some of us won't.
You definitely will not be all right, and we're not going to listen for the, And yeah, peace out. Peace out. Well, there you go. Latest, nonsensical tripe from StickSexNamer 666. Don't judge me, 'cause I'm a mess. Yeah. If he had his life together, he'd be fine with being judged, okay? But Since he's a total complete disaster of a human, well, judging's wrong. But anyhow, there you go. So let me know what you think of this latest Styx Hexahammer 666 Dracola in the comment section. And please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have not already. Hit that notification bell to be notified of any future content that I might create. Also, if you'd like to support my continued content creation, there's a number of ways you could do so. You can leave a super chat. That's pretty easy to do. You can follow my channel as a monthly supporting member by hitting the join button below the video there. That's pretty easy to do. Or you can follow my Patreon, link in the description. I also have a GoFundMe campaign going on. Want to know what that's about? Check it out. Link's also in the description. Anyhow, on that note, I'm out of here. I am the Realist Philosopher, and I wish you all a good and pleasant day. And take care. Yeah, I swear, this guy, he makes variations of this same video every month or two. Don't judge me. Judge not, lest ye be judged. Well, go ahead and judge me. I don't care. I'm okay with being judged. Want to judge me? I don't care. That's fine. You'll likely be wrong. But if you're not wrong, and you say something or make a judgment, make an assessment that is correct, that, you know, I haven't thought about, and is new to me, I'll be like, oh, yeah, maybe I could work on that. But no, not this guy. No, don't judge me, because you're not perfect. I gotta be perfect to judge you? Really? Okay, buddy. All right, let me find where I left off in the comments. I do read all comments, but I need to scroll back here a bit. And it can take a while, depending on how many comments there are. Chappy Chap, it's a super antioxidant. What? What is a super antioxidant? Pot? TC? How about drinking Cuban espresso? I don't have an espresso machine. ESG. Bookworm addict. Valerian root tincture. I'll look into it. Fifus retracted the message. Okay. Chappy Chap. Turmeric. Yeah, I gotta look into turmeric. Drift Speed 58. Hey, Drift Speed, how you doing? Styx needs serious help. Yeah, you think? Chappy Chap, it cures everything. What cures everything? Turmeric? Dude, I don't know. ESG 8052. Wow, his arm is unbelievably bony. Yeah, the dude looks like he's dying. By the way, does he understand that sitting there and saying everybody judges and you shouldn't judge, and he's pointing out all these instances of judgmental actions, is him judging others? Does he get that? It's like, I'm going to sit here and judge you for judging me, which is me judging you. What? Well, I thought it was wrong to judge. Only when you do it. It's okay when I do it. Woo! Okay, buddy. Yeah. Bookworm addict. None of my grandparents used drugs, and my great-grandparents never used laudanum. I don't know what the hell he's talking about. Klashko, he's wearing the gay Al Demon drip. Shane Cash, my grandparents didn't go to Woodstock. Yeah. Chappy Chap. He just has no ideas for videos. He keeps repeating the ideas. Yeah. He's creatively bankrupt, as I like to say. Bookworm addict. He's making generalizations. Unlike his father, my dad did not dodge the draft and went to Vietnam. Yeah. Drift Speed. He's not doing good at all. There's something big going on with him. I think he's dying. I think Styx is dying. I really do. But I don't think he's dying of any, like, disease beyond alcoholism. Like cirrhosis of the liver. Bookworm addict, 1965 to 1880 is Gen X. Okay, that's me then. Like, barely. So I barely fit into Gen Z. Okay. Like, boomer adjacent. I'm boomer adjacent, but, you know, I'm just over the line. Okay. Drift B58. My theory is his wife cheated or the kid wasn't his and he crashed out long ago and didn't notice. And he's actually way deeper in than he even realizes. Yeah. Chappy Chap. I'm like 99% sure his ex-wife fooled him into thinking it was his. Yeah, but you could be right. A lot of people believe that kid is not his. What's the kid's name? Artemis or something? Drift B58. His arms are so skinny. If he's not actually sick, then he's drinking without eating, and his face and voice sound like it. Whoever he's with, they're letting it happen. It's really not good. Yeah. Bookworm addict. I never touched drugs. Vifu, so, okay. Drift speed. It's also wild if you listen to his words and ignore how he looks. It almost seems like old sticks, like he is being himself, but doesn't see how different it is. He then projects this onto Biden. Drift speed. I'm worried about him. You're worried? Dude, I wouldn't bother. He's not worried. Hope he gets out in a long rehab program. Dude, that's not happening. Chappy Chap. All he's got to do is show the judge them arms, and I think he'll have mercy on him. Trash Panda is in the room. Hey, Trash Panda. How you doing? Drift speed. This isn't even the conversation. He's way off the reservation. Yeah. Ruben Mickhock. Hey, Ruben. Drunken ramblings. Yeah. Drift speed. He's a very specific type of drunk. That implies he has drank a ton. But he's also pretty well-spoken and thoughtful. You think he's well-spoken? I don't know, man. Okie Pharma. Bath salts and incense may actually be worse. Yeah! He's using a lot of these weird drugs off-label. He's using stuff that's not even meant to be imbibed. Yeah. Okie Farmer. LSD, I would consider hard. Yeah. Shane Cashman. LSD probably scrambled his brain. Ishtar be gone. Hey, Ishtar, how you doing? He could try eating a sweet potato. Natural buzz. I mean, that's pretty soft compared to the stuff he does. Drift speed. The Realist. You said you didn't know about this guy a day or two ago. Do you know the backstory here? I wouldn't even bother commenting on what he's saying. The situation is skewed. What? I don't know what you're talking about, Drift speed. I know all about sticks. What are you talking about? Ruben McCock. My Native American family drinks. I can't read that. Comments are getting pretty thick here. Drift speed, you're kind of spamming the chat, man. You got a lot of comments. I mean, I'm gonna have to skip some of these. There's too many. Drift speed says he might have cancer. I doubt that. Trash Panda. I imagine he smells like that metallic chemical smell from the vape and BO. God. Ishtar be gone. Vile creature sticks. Shane Cashman. It's too many comments. Drift speed is taking up too much of the chat, man. It's kind of nuts. Dude. How did you get so many comments in? Jesus. Ruben McCock. It's crazy that he thinks people take him seriously. Shane Cashman. Ever heard of Gen Chem? People getting high off a huffing human waste. What? That's disgusting. That's crazy, man. Ruben McCock. He's drunk now. Yeah. Yeah. All right, let's move on. Sorry, Drift speed, but there's too many comments. I can't read all your comments. You filled up my chat. Too many. Let's move on, shall we? Let me open up the next content piece here. Oh, God. It's Jeremy Hambley. Oi. A.K.A. Fats. Fat man. He's a big boy, that's for sure, yo. All right, let's turn on screen capture. Check. Yeah, I know I said I read all the comments, but sometimes there's just too many. Well, I mean, sometimes some people leave too many comments. Like, if there's like 2 million comments from one person, I can't read all those. I like a lot of variety in my comments. But anyway, here we go. So hello all and welcome, and it is I, the Realist Philosopher, and this is the Realist Philosopher Show. So how y'all doing today? Hope you're all doing good, fine, and well. So we're back with Jeremy Hambley, also known as the Quartering, the Quarter Pounder, Quarter Tonner, Ham Beast, Hamburglar, cleaner outer of White Castles. And we got a keto update, baby. Trying to lose 25 pounds by this wedding. 50 by the end of the year. Doesn't this dude weigh like 450 pounds? I mean, pal, when you're that heavy, what is 50 pounds gonna do? You need to lose a lot more than 50 pounds by the end of the year, buddy. Good Lord. Then he leaves the stream again to get water. He also detours into a long keto update. Oh, this should be interesting. Let's check this clip out, shall we? We want to thank Kino Grove, by the way, for doing the hard work of having to listen to Jer's stream and clip this stuff so that I don't have to.
Water. We've got more stories. Today's a really busy day. I tried to start early, so I just got to get some more water. I'll be right back.
He's got to get more water. He doesn't have he doesn't even have a be right back screen. So I have an actual window that I can click on. Like if I have to leave and go to the bathroom, that turns off the mic, turns off the video, and replaces it with a be right back. I might even put some elevator music in there that's not copyrighted for the future. This guy, he has none of that, which I don't understand because he's supposed to be a multimillionaire. But he's got this, low rent setup. And he's leaving in the middle of the stream? I mean, I guess if you gotta go potty, you gotta go potty. But his streams aren't even that long. I mean, my streams are often 3-4 hours. What's this guy doing? Yeah. Like an hour and a half?
I'm back.
Oh, he's back. Yeah, we can see that, pal. Slovenly pig. He's dressed so...
Coffee brown water. Yep.
He's so slovenly. Look at him. Dude.
I slipped on my water this weekend. Like I'm supposed to be doing like...
Is that his Zins? He's got like a tub of Zins. By the way, those have like 9 milligrams of nicotine. I mean, that is a lot.
150 ounces a day. I was probably doing like 50 ounces.
Why is he drinking so much water? By the way, who told him that you need to drink all this water when you're on a keto diet? Dude, no, you don't. You don't have to up your water intake. You do have to up your sodium intake, though. A lot, right? Because your body isn't storing as much water as before because you don't have as many carbohydrates, and every 1 carbohydrate 1 gram of carbs requires 3 grams of water. So you have to take in more sodium. But taking in more water, that's not going to help. In fact, that's going to make it even more difficult for your body to hold sodium because you're diluting your system so much with all that water. You're also overworking your kidneys. Why are you drinking so much water? Who told you need to do that? This guy. He's listening to Melanie Mack, broad that eats whole sticks of butter. She's a dullard, man. Don't listen to her.
I could definitely tell the difference. Like 100% I could tell the difference. Like I was slacking on my water, so then my losses slowed down.
What? The amount of water you intake has nothing to do with weight loss. What is he talking about?
Everything else slowed down.
What?
Gotta be hardcore mode all week long. I'm trying to lose 30 pounds by this wedding. I've got a wedding coming up in like 2 months.
2 months, he's gonna lose 30 pounds. 8 weeks. That'd be like 4 pounds a week, dude. That's like the maximum you can lose, and that's not even safe, really. And this guy, you ain't losing 30 pounds in 8 weeks?
And, I mean, 30 is probably pretty aggressive, but 20 would be good. 20 to 25 would be good.
The problem is he's an alcoholic, and he's in denial. I don't see this guy giving up the booze and all those excess calories. So I don't see how he's going to lose much weight, man. I really don't. I mean, you can go on as many keto diets as you want, but it's about intake, outtake, right? Are you taking in X amount of calories and you burning Y, and is there a differential? If there's not, you're not going to lose weight. You might even put on weight. You got to count your calories, man.
I want to lose 25 by the wedding and 50 by the end of the year. 75. Water. We've got more stories. Today's a really busy day. I tried to start early, so I just got to get some more.
What happened?
Don't underestimate AOC or Kamala in 28. I know coming up in like 2 months about this wedding. I've got a wedding coming up in like 2 months. And I mean, 30 is probably pretty aggressive, but 20 would be good. 20 to 25 would be good.
I don't think this guy realizes what a multi-year journey he's on. I mean, he's so out of shape and so overweight. Dude, it's going to take years. It's going to take years to lose all that weight.
I want to lose 25 by the wedding and 50 by the end of the year. 75 by my birthday and 100 by the end of next year.
Dude, you need to lose about 2 to 250. You need to lose minimum 200 pounds. I don't know what you're talking about with this 100-pound number. I mean, you need to lose way more.
So let's see. Don't underestimate AOC or Kamala in 28. I know. You're right. By the way, forced name change, Rumble rented. Hey, Jeremy, got some dead time at work. Thought I'd stop by and buy you a coffee and troll your chat. I appreciate you. Swamp Cleaner, a big, unburdened, juicy booty. Yes.
What?
Get Ozempic.
Look at how slow that chat's moving. It says he's got 2,600 viewers.
I mean, I'm just going to try to do keto. This is week 2 for me, so it hasn't even been that long.
Keep sniffing, buddy.
But I've been pretty good. I haven't cheated. I haven't.
Nobody believes that.
You know.
Have you drank? We know you've had alcohol. There's no way you've quit booze, so you've cheated.
Weight loss usually starts out fast and slows down after you get down in weight. Yeah, well, one advantage for me is I have so much to lose. I think the first 25 will be pretty quick.
You think? I don't know, pal.
Then it'll slow down. Maybe the first 30 will be pretty quick. I bet you I'll hit 25 or 30 by the wedding.
I don't think this guy realizes how much he's going to have to suffer. He's going to have surgery. I mean, he's going to have 20, 30 pounds or more of loose skin that's going to have to be surgically removed. This guy doesn't realize just how bad all of that stretched out skin that's going to be left over is going to be. Going to find out if he actually loses this weight.
Then the grind will begin. Then it'll be down to the 1 pound a week where you just got to stay motivated. It was really easy to be motivated last week. I lost 7 pounds in a week.
You didn't lose 7 pounds. You have not lost 7 pounds in a week, pal. Most of the weight loss was water weight. That's it. And your weight tends to fluctuate quite a bit anyway. So, no, you did not lose 7 pounds.
I'm sure most of that was just water weight.
Yes.
But I'll tell you what, you get on that scale, it goes down 3-4 pounds in a week. You're like, that's all you need. Even 2 pounds. 2 pounds a week keeps you kind of dialed in. Then you're like, okay, well, in 5 weeks I'll be down 10 pounds.
Dude, you're not going to lose the weight. I guarantee you this guy's going to fall off the wagon. He's already fallen off the wagon, probably. This is all BS. He's probably already on Ozempic. If he's not on Ozempic now, he's going to be on Ozempic. This guy doesn't have the willpower. I'm telling you now.
In 10 weeks, I'll be down 20 pounds. 30
No.
weeks, I'll be down...
No.
Well, if it's 2 pounds, in 30 weeks, I'll be down 60 pounds.
Yeah, this is all fantasy land, pal. Unless you're taking some substances like Ozempic or something, this is not going to happen, okay? People don't change. You don't have willpower. You have no discipline. You need substances to help you, okay? Keto ain't why you're going to be losing weight, okay? If you actually lose any.
If you're not in ketosis, you're just wasting time. I am in ketosis. I bought
No, you're not. Come on.
the test strips.
Oh. Yeah, sure you are.
Does a quantity of water have anything to do with your weight? Yes, you're supposed to drink like half your body weight in water, at least while you're on keto.
Half your body weight? 225 pounds? What's he talking about? What? What is he talking about? Half your body weight? Dude, that's like 225 pounds. What? What is what? What is he talking about? Is that per month? Certainly not per day. You're not a fish. What is he talking about? Where's he getting this information, man? What is he doing? Is he chewing Zins? They're not gum, man. You're supposed to slow release. You're supposed to put it in between your cheek and gum. He's sucking on it like it's a lozenge, like a lozenge or something.
You should have to do a 30-day water fast to lose 30 pounds. You'd have to do a 30-day water fast to lose 30 pounds. I don't know. I saw Mr. Beast did that, and he lost all sorts of lean muscle mass, too.
But, Jerry, you have no lean muscle. You have no muscle, man. Nothing to lose. You're a blob. What muscle? The only weights you're lifting are, a 12-foot hoagie or something. Or a 12-inch hoagie, 12 foot probably. He could eat a 12-foot hoagie, I bet, in one sitting.
Test strips to check your pH. Yeah, they look just like those. They just look just like the...
I don't believe him when he says he's in ketosis. I bought test strips. Show us. By the way, that would be a good bit. That would be a good segment. Why don't you do it, Jer? Get the test strips. Show us on air that you're in ketosis. He's not going to do that. See, Jer's not dumb. Well, I mean, he's dumb, but he's not that dumb. If he was actually in ketosis and he had those test strips, he knows that would make for good content. So he would bring them on, he would use the test strip on air, and he would show you, see, it says I'm in ketosis. But he's not doing that. You know why? Because he's lying. Dude's boozing it up, man. You think he quit the Fireball whiskey? Get out of here. He's an alcoholic. He can't quit.
The test strips from we're checking your pool water.
Pool water test strips? Also test for ketosis? What's he talking about?
There are urine test strips to test for ketones, but blood is the only real way. Oh, is that true? Can you do an at-home blood test for it?
How would you do that? Like prick your finger?
The Atkins says he lost 40 pounds in 2 months. That was pretty aggressive, though. Well, I'm going pretty hard. I'm staying at sub 25 carbs a day.
So that's pretty low. Not low as me, but it's pretty low. That's awful low. I don't know that he's going to be able to maintain that.
And I'm going to try a couple days this week, go 0 carbs.
That's like 100 calories a day of carbs. So if he's taking in 4,000 a day, that's really low, man. I don't know.
I'm going to try.
I don't think I believe that, by the way.
I just be really, really aggressive. Like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, go for 0 carbs. Keto will lose you about 1 to...
These all lies. Dude, you can't just go cold turkey on this stuff. I remember when I started on my carnivore diet, because I got an autoimmune disorder, I had to wean myself off, right? I would go down like 1% a week and slowly reduce my carbohydrates. And even then, I still had massive cravings until about the 6-month mark. This guy... This is all BS. This is all BS. He's making all this up.
2 pounds a week. Otherwise, you'd be starving yourself and eventually bounce back. Yeah, well, I started moving my workout machine in here too.
What workout machine?
The blood one is called Keto Mojo. Is it on Amazon? It is.
By the way, your body doesn't purely use ketones only. Your body also synthesizes its own glucose. There's certain functions in the body that need glycogen as well. So your body synthesizes its own glycogen for use from fats, gluconeogenesis. So this guy, I mean, your body doesn't burn purely ketones anyway.
3-hour delivery. Keto Mojo. There, I'll have it in a little bit. Thanks for the tip. Buy right now.
Uh-huh.
I'll buy right now.
Anybody think this guy's going to stick to this diet? He's jumping in. He's just overcommitting, man. Like, he's jumping in the deep end. It's going to fail. This guy's like all or nothing, right? He doesn't know how to enter something in a very, you know, a slow, controlled way. It's going to fail. He's going to fail.
All right. Thanks for the tip.
Like, he's going from 0 to 100, Matt. He's like one of these people that, you know, no exercise for 20 years, then he's going to be trying to do an hour a day. 2 hours a day. He's not going to build up slowly. Yeah, that's a good way to fail.
You prick your finger and you put in a small analyzer. Okay. There we go. I ordered it.
Uh-huh.
Wait, did I just order only the test strips?
Gonna show us this. This is his show? Ordering crap on Amazon while he's talking to his audience?
Yep. I need to order the GK meter. Shit. I only ordered the test strips. Good thing you told me that.
By the way, buddy, you can't go 0 carbs. There's no such diet. There's trace amounts of carbohydrates in meats, in animal products. 0 carbs is not achievable. You can get near 0, but not 0. You can't. No.
So I need the GK meter. Got it.
Uh-huh. Says he has 25.
Okay.
Says he has 2,500 people watching. I don't believe that.
Well, I paid $5 to get it delivered today, and now the meter won't be here till tomorrow. Okay.
Why would you pay extra?
I'll give you an update tomorrow
What?
morning.
How does this guy have money?
Done.
He's so irresponsible.
Eat sardines only. Gross.
What's mercury? Isn't there a lot of mercury in those? Yeah, don't eat a lot of sardines, man.
Gross.
I mean, like once in a while they're okay, but
Gross.
yeah. Say it again.
Well, every day I am shocked and appalled by a new low.
Oh, this is a new low for you, buddy. You just start. Yeah, I mean, Jesus, how long are you gonna talk about this keto stuff? I don't believe any of this for a second. I don't think he's losing weight. I don't think he's in ketosis. I don't think he's on a diet. I think this is all lies. This guy, there's no way he's giving up alcohol. No way he's giving up booze. So he's not in ketosis. He's not on any diet. It doesn't pass the smell test for me. But let me know what you think. Do you think Jared's actually on a keto diet and he's in ketosis and he's burning fat, his energy primarily instead of glycogen? No, I don't think so. Do you think he's given up the booze? No, he has not. But let me know what you think in the comment section, and please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have not already. Hit that notification bell to be notified of any future content that I might create. Also, if you'd like to support my continued content creation the way I tell it like it is, well, you can support me in a number of ways. You can leave a super chat. Any amount would be greatly appreciated. You can also support me as a monthly supporting member on my YouTube channel by hitting the join button below the video there. In addition, I do have a Patreon that you can join. Link in the description. And I also have a GoFundMe going on. If you'd like to know what that fundraising campaign's about, you can click on the link and take a look for yourself. Anyway, on that note, I'm out of here. I am the Realist Philosopher, and I wish you all a good and pleasant day. And take care. Yeah, I don't believe this guy for a second. I'm just looking at him. I don't buy it. Look, he's an addictive personality. This dude's an addict of multiple substances, yo. He's hooked on Xanax. He's hooked on booze. He's hooked on food. And he's expecting us to believe that he's given up all these vices at the same time. I mean, is it possible? Sure. It's possible. Is it probable? Highly improbable. Because, number one, this guy's been an addict for 20 years. Number two, he's got an addictive personality. He has very few coping skills. And number three, people don't change, generally speaking. Sure, there's exceptions, but is he one of them? No. I'm always going to bet my money on somebody not changing, on continuing their bad habits. It's usually going to be a winning bet. And I'm pretty sure in this instance, I'm correct. This guy hasn't given up the booze. He hasn't given up the food. He hasn't given up the Xannies. And by the way, he might have given up one, but it doesn't matter because the others are going to cancel each other out. Even if he gave up the overeating, which I don't believe, the booze cancels out and he gains from being on the keto diet. I notice he's not talking about caloric deficit. Hey, pal, keto diet ain't going to lose your weight if you don't have a caloric deficit going on, okay? You got a caloric deficit? Probably not. You can't go from being 450 pounds to massive caloric reduction and a booze head to boot, and you quit drinking at the same time. Dude, you'd be crashing out. You'd be crashing out. There's no way. There's no way. It's not possible. Not possible. But I'm supposed to believe it's possible. Yeah, all right, buddy. I know how the real world works, pal. That's not how it works. You can't do that. You just can't. Oh, but I'm supposed to believe he can. Yeah, get the hell out of here. You big fake fraud, phony mofo, you. Anyway. I'll get to your comments, if any. Low Lift 3 says, I'm about to lose internet, but love your channel. Well, thank you, Low. I hope you're still here. I do get the comments after the fact, after I'm done doing my commentary. I much appreciate your kind words. Shane Cashman, Naz98. One day this man will troll on Stick 666's grave. Anti-clanker. No. Well, maybe. Ruben, Styx's eyes used to be bright. Now they're dark. Shane Cashman, I once drank a bunch of water and my head felt like a fishbowl. Okay. Shane Cashman, is it going to take Jeremy about 5 years to lose the weight? Yeah. Dude he's got to lose 200 pounds minimum. 200 pounds minimum to get to a relatively healthy weight. And then he's going to have to spend tens of thousands of dollars on plastic surgery to get all that excess skin removed. Just note this dude. It's not going to happen. Okie Farmer. That would be like 28 gallons of water. Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about with this half your body weight stuff. I don't know, man. Doesn't make any sense. Okie Farmer. Cattle don't drink that much. Yeah. Buckshot says those that live in glass houses. I don't know what that means, but okay. Trash Panda. You got to go on a cleanse for about 4 days to a week to see any results on those urine strips. Trash Panda. I'm 195 pounds, 5'9", and I eat fairly healthy and gym on weekends. I barely reach ketosis. It's not impossible, but it's not a sustainable lifestyle. Well, I don't know what you're talking about. I've been on the carnivore diet for 3 years now, so it's absolutely sustainable. So not sure what you're talking about. It's 100% sustainable. You just have to eat the right foods. Trash Panda. Shane Cashman, he's on the seafood diet. Yeah, seafood, eat food. Yeah. Opie Melendez. He's probably going to end up getting his. I think he's just on Ozempic. I think he's probably already on Ozempic. That's what I think. Buckshot. You chew nicotine gum. No, I stopped chewing the nicotine gum. And drink on your podcast. I don't drink. What do you mean? I mean, I drink coffee. I drink water. I don't drink booze. What is he talking about? I think he's thinking of somebody else, Buckshot. I probably drank alcohol 5 times in my whole life. What are you talking about? You must be from Kiwi Farms or something, man. You got a lot of misinformation going on. I gave up the nicotine gum about a week and a half ago. And the only reason I chewed the nicotine gum is because I had brain damage from a stroke. Past tense, chewed it. It's a cheap, readily available stimulant with a short half-life. If there's any legit use for a stimulant, brain damage from a stroke is a pretty good reason, buddy. And I don't drink, so I don't know where you got that information. You need to check your sources, pal. I F my sound. What? Damage from a stroke is a pretty good reason, buddy. And I don't drink. What are you talking about? Somebody says my sound is bad? Is there something wrong with the sound, guys? Somebody just came in. Somebody named It Started in New York City says my sound is bad. Can anybody else confirm that? What are you talking about? Somebody says my sound is bad? I'm listening to it. I don't hear anything wrong. Somebody confirm? I don't know. We might have a troll here. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm just not hearing it. Yeah, the sound is good. It looks like you must have something wrong with your sound. It Started in New York. Shane Cashman. Got to go watch this movie. It's going to be very long, so we want to start it early. Good night. Yeah, take care, Shane. All right, let's move on to the next piece of content. Let me see here. Oh, yeah. Okay. Styx and his religion? Oh, geez, this guy. Yeah, let's do this. He hates religion, by the way. Which is very odd, because he's a Satanist, which is a religion. So I don't know about that. Seems a very odd stance to take. He hates what he himself practices. Yeah, the sound's fine. I don't know what this person's talking about. All right, let me get to the next content piece here. Give me a sec. All right, screen capture on. Good. 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 All right, let's do this. So hello all and welcome. It is I, the Realist Philosopher, and this is the Realist Philosopher Show. So how y'all doing today? I hope you're all doing good, fine, and well. So we're back with Styx, Hex, and Hammer 666 and his Stolus shirt. I've seen a lot of different pictures of his demon god owl. This guy, this video, I believe, is about religion and fanaticism. He hates religion, by the way, especially any organized religion. Meanwhile, he worships an owl god. Isn't that a religion? Like, if you worship a god, doesn't that qualify as a religion? But he hates religion, but he practices religion. Isn't this the same guy that says he hates hypocrisy? Hates hypocrisy? Oh, well, he practices hypocrisy. Got it. All right, Stixy boy, let's hear it.
All right, everyone. Some people appear to believe that I have embraced Islam as a result of my support for ending the war in Persia, in Iran. I wanted to make it 100% abundantly clear. I oppose every organized religion.
What moron is saying that he's become Islamic because he opposes the war in Iran. I oppose the war in Iran. I don't know why we're there. Oh, wait, I do know why we're there. The little ... hat people, we got to protect them, right? Because the truth of the matter is they can't protect themselves. They can't advance their own interests. They need us and our treasury, our tax dollars, our weapons, because, they're weak, they're pathetic. They can't defend themselves. Got it.
Islam is one of them. And I don't care.
Of course, they wouldn't have a need to defend themselves if they would stop provoking surrounding nations or attacking them. But anyway.
About the Mecca versus Medina conflict, which is something that 99% of people don't know anything about.
And by the way, if they were threatened, if they did feel like, they were at threat, surrounded as they are on all sides by enemies, what are you doing there? Get out!
They should probably study it. I do not believe in Islam. I am not a supporter of Islam. And I'm certainly not a supporter of fanatic Islamofascism. Nor am I a supporter of Christianity.
Well, we know that, buddy. You hate that.
Or its fascistic roots.
Well, what does that have to do with the present? What do you call fascistic roots have to do with the present, huh?
In some cases, there have been Christian fanatics throughout time.
Yeah, in the past. There's not too many of them now, pal. Certainly not compared to the Islamic ones.
We've seen them over and over.
Yeah, what are there, a handful of so-called Christian fanatic attacks, religious zealots in the modern day? Meanwhile, it's like 30,000 globally a year of Islamic extremists.
The same is true of Judaism. Of course, you have some Jews that are just total liberals and they watch Seinfeld. Then you've got Jews that build tunnels under New York City and stuff like that. Fanatics. I don't believe in fanaticism. I don't care what God you worship, if any God at all. The same is true of atheism, by the way. Atheists can be fanatics as well. Well, why, how dare you believe in Jesus?
Well, you're an atheist. Well, not really. He worships an owl demon, so... He believes in hell, he believes in demons, he believes in Satan, just not God. Wow, that's weird.
Who gives a shit? You don't have to believe in Jesus just because they do. Or stuff like that. I don't believe in fanaticism. I don't believe in organized religion. Mm-hmm. I'm not a fan of it.
But you worship, but you practice it. Oh, it's not organized. Well, so what? It's still religion, right? What's the difference? Irrationality is irrationality, right, buddy? I mean, that's your argument with it, right?
And so to cast me off as...
Right, this is a guy that believes in owl demons. He's not that rational.
Being pro-Islam because I'm against the Israeli government is completely wrong. Yes, what are you talking about? I'm opposing Netanyahu. When last I checked, he was not a rabbi. He was not a prophet or anything like that.
He's probably an atheist. A lot of them are, you know.
He's simply a political leader.
Yeah. So
that doesn't mean that I'm pro-Iran. Of course, I don't give a shit the Ayatollah's dead. It doesn't matter to me at all. In fact, it's pleasing to me. I don't give a shit that the Ayatollah's dead. I don't give a shit about Islam as a religion. I do give a shit about people. I care about people. I don't care if you're Islamic. I don't care if you're Jewish. I don't care if you're Christian. I don't care if you're pagan. I don't care if you're a Hindu or a Buddhist or any of these other things, or a Shintoist. People are people. Good song, by the way.
People are people?
By Depeche Mode. I do oppose organized religion. I see it as a control mechanism. I think that organized religions are mainly incepted to collect the funds and control the proles.
Well, a certain amount of control is needed, don't you think? I mean, you need temperance, you need guidelines, you need rules, you need some level of moral guidance. You can't just have people like you running around willy-nilly. I mean, look what happens to a person's life when they have no guiding compass, no kind of direction, no map to their lives, no belief or moral grounding, no belief in morality. You think everything's relative? I mean, you have no moral system of any kind, Sticks. So, I mean, you kind of need something, right? For moral grounding? No.
That's basically all that they are. Let's face it.
Well, it isn't. Correct me if I'm wrong, but people need some kind of moral guidance. They need a code, right? You can't just do whatever you want, right, Sticks? Right?
And atheism, by the way, does follow suit. I like it when atheists say, no, they'll protest loudly. Atheism ain't a religion. It functions as one.
No, it doesn't. What are you, stupid? No, it actually doesn't. Atheism is just a lack of belief. I don't believe in this thing as opposed to I do. Like, it's just like, I don't believe in Bigfoot, right? That's not a religion. I just don't believe in Bigfoot. I've seen no evidence of Bigfoot. No evidence means I don't believe. That's not a religion. You imbecile.
It functions the same way.
No, it doesn't.
It's effectively the same.
No, it's not. You're just stupid. Okay? I think you're conflating things like secular humanism, which many atheists tend to embrace, with atheism itself. They're not quite the same thing. Well, they're not the same thing at all.
So, what's the difference? The actual impact is fundamentally identical. So, don't get me started going down this rabbit hole, otherwise I'll have to make another video. I oppose organized religion because I believe it is deleterious.
That's deleterious, I think you mean deleterious, as opposed to your freewheeling, do whatever the hell you want kind of lifestyle, and, do what thou wilt under the law, your Satanistic mindset, I don't know, buddy. That doesn't seem to be working for you too well. Meanwhile, we've reached the pinnacle, the height of civilization, supposedly been to the moon, and, all these other grand achievements under organized religion, which had a lot to do with it. By the way, constraining the passions, as it were. Of course, Sticks would argue, well, they put Galileo in a tower and locked him away. Yeah, okay. You're talking about the past, okay? Yeah, you can point out a lot of, bad behavior in the past, religious and otherwise. But let's focus on the here and now, okay?
I
mean, when you have to go back 300-400 years to try and paint something as evil, as horrible, as negative, as deleterious, as he likes to call it, you're really reaching, pal, okay?
Is a negative impact on culture.
How? What do you mean? How? I think it's influenced our culture for the most part in a positive manner. What are you talking about?
Overall. And is not positive in any way.
What are you talking about? Temperance? Moderation? Modesty? Humility? Charity? What is he talking about? This guy. He's so biased.
Now, spirituality is a different thing.
Not really. I mean, you try to divorce the two, but they're really one and the same.
Let's say you're simply spiritual. This is a good example.
More hokey terminology. Creating distinctions where there's no real difference. Okay, buddy. Yeah, let's hear it.
Example is Christianity. Okay. Some Christians, they go to church and they look at the stained glass and, the priest reads to them and stuff like that.
In his mind, it's all performative, right? Yeah, of course, because he's so cynical.
And they light little candles and stuff. The old school Christians didn't do that in the New World. They had what's called the Common Book of Prayer, I have a copy of it
Here
from
we
my
go.
grandfather. He was a wise man.
Was he? You didn't follow in his footsteps.
The Common Book of Prayer is
By the way, I don't know that I would trust this guy to judge if anybody else is wise or not.
basically a bunch of hymnals. And the idea was that you studied the Lord, your particular Lord, in your own household. You didn't go to church. Church was a place for picnics and civic meetings.
What are you talking about? You didn't go to church. Dude, you're wrong. You're very wrong. Wrong!
And things like that. This was a thing 100 years ago.
Where's he getting this? Oh, 100 years ago, people didn't go to church. They just hung out at home and read hymns. What? Dude, you're an idiot.
It's not a thing anymore, sadly. Ritualism destroyed that particular movement mostly. Because people like ritualism.
Well, you certainly do. You practice blood magic. Worship an owl demon.
It gives them a sense of community.
What's wrong with that? We don't have that anymore.
Or a sense that they're being more holy or something like that.
How's that bad? Aspiring to be better. Aspiring to be more noble. How is that a bad thing, dude?
Which it isn't, but they think so.
Oh.
And the same thing is true for Islam and for Judaism and all of these others. Jews used to congregate together and...
Jews ain't Jews. Christians are the real Jews, okay? I got news for you. Christians are the chosen people. New covenant, baby. Jews ain't, they ain't the Jews no more. Christians are the new little ad people, okay? Jews are behind the times, baby. They are not God's chosen. Get out of here with that nonsense.
have a luncheon and have a debate. And now they go there and they pray in the synagogue and they rock back and forth and stuff like that. Islam, there's a whole debate over Mecca versus Medina, for example, within Islam. It's been all but forgotten. Almost nobody even knows anything about it. It's a massive historical trend, but most people just don't know about it. They say, Islam is Islam. No, it's not. No, it's not a monolith. Believe it or not, it's not.
Yeah, I'm aware, pal.
But people don't understand this.
I understand it just fine. What people are you referring to?
Within Hinduism, people don't even understand the historical trappings and the symbology behind the various deities, behind the interpretation of the deities.
I think you don't understand most of this stuff, pal.
For example, the concept of the breath of Brahma, and the fact that all of the other avatars, which is what they are, they're not even technically gods, have sprung forth from his loins, effectively. They don't know anything about these things. They think that it's a polytheistic religion. It ain't polytheistic, my dude. There's only one...
Don't call me my dude.
...central cosmic god within Hinduism. What about the Tibetan Book of the Dead? How many people have actually read it? How many of you have read the Tibetan Book of the Dead? Probably 2 or 3 of you. This is why people are completely ignorant of religion. They simply are.
You are.
It happens all the time. It's really a funny thing.
You just memorized a lot of crap and can regurgitate it, but you don't have any deep, real understanding of this stuff, okay?
When you think about it. So I am against organized religion.
You haven't given a reason why. It's deleterious. Why? Oh, I don't know. You haven't given an argument.
I am in favor of disorganized religion.
Oh, why? I mean, it's the same irrationality from your own mindset, your point of view. Why? Religion's religion, pal. Oh, organized religion bad, disorganized religion good. Why? Can you tell us why? No.
That's perfectly fine. Get together with your community and worship as you will.
Well, that sounds organized to me.
That makes sense. There's nothing wrong with that.
Well, you just said there is.
But when you have a priest or a rabbi or something like that, or an imam, and you're listening to them, you're not even paying attention to the actual religious tenets that you're supposed to be paying attention to according to your own religion.
Why not?
You're ignoring them.
How?
You're just sitting there passively, oh yeah, good Bible verses. You're letting a totally fallible human being tell you how to worship.
Well, all humans are fallible, but just because he's fallible doesn't mean he's being fallible in that instance.
Tell you what to believe in. It's a form of authoritarianism.
There's a certain amount of truth to that, but okay.
More than anything. That's what it is.
See, my problem with people like this guy is that he doesn't have an alternative. What's the other option? Well, people should give up organized religion and replace it with what? Like, how irresponsible are you? Well, we're just going to take that which has been the foundational pillar of Western civilization for thousands of years, and we're going to throw it in the dustbin of history, and we're not going to replace it with anything. Oh, we're going to replace it with secular humanism. Some kind of a postmodern relativistic crapola that has no real grounding of any kind in objective reality. Do whatever you want. Free love, baby. What? Temperance? Moderation be damned. Long as you harm nobody, do what you want. Well, what about unintended consequences? We didn't put that much thought into this stuff, man. See, this is the problem. This is very irresponsible of him. Let's just toss aside what's worked for thousands of years. To moderate human behavior and keep people within bounds that keep them from self-destructing and blowing each other up. Well, let's just get rid of that. Let's get rid of these controls that have worked and replace them with nothing. Well, that's brilliant, buddy.
It's authoritarian to the max. It's probably the most authoritarian thing human race has ever conceived of.
Well, we need some authority, dude. Don't you agree? Don't we need some authority? Don't the passions need to be governed to a certain extent? No?
We've seen the...
No, by his logic, just be run by your passions. Don't control them, let them control you. Oh, that's brilliant, buddy. Yeah, we're gonna end up like you, living in a laundry room, mooching off of people who actually know how to moderate and control their own passions, which is why they have a laundry room that you can live in to begin with.
Seeds of religion. Are any of them good? Most of them involve war more than anything else.
That's the past, man. Way long in the past. What are you talking about?
Hell, the civic system is better than organized religion.
Please, go into more detail. That's not enough information. Tell us why it's better. What aspects are you referring to?
You know, you get Pete Buttigieg come over. Gay Dracula is going to lecture you on mysticism or something like that. That would be extremely funny. Man, I wish I could pay him to do that. Hey, let's get a 1-hour lecture on theosophy or something like that. So, spirituality.
Madame Blavatsky, theosophy. What?
Fine. Nothing wrong with it. Mysticism is fine.
No, mysticism is not fine.
You know, some of it is spooky woo-woo, but some of it is...
Dude, you worship an owl demon.
Is more true, at least in my opinion.
What is this guy talking about? He's talking about organized religion being bad. Meanwhile, he worships an owl demon that requires him to make sacrifices of his own blood. What are you talking about, dude?
But organized religion...
This is a guy who claims to have unalived the district attorney of, what was it, New Orleans? Using blood magic. Dude!
Religion appears never to be a positive force within any society.
What is this guy talking about? Christianity has not been a positive force in Western civilization? Really? What are you talking about? Dude, what are you talking about? 10 Commandments, not a positive force? Now, by the way, there's more than 10 commandments. Those are just the main ones. There's hundreds of rules and strictures. Oh, but that's bad. Because Styx doesn't like rules. He doesn't like strictures. He doesn't like boundaries. Because he's one of these libertarians. Free-wheeling, free-love people. Giant hippie. Communist, yeah. Yeah, look at the good they do for the world. Yeah. Meanwhile, Christianity imposes some boundaries, some restrictions. It makes you self-modulate. It gives you some kind of foundational, moral, ethical system with which to live your life by. That's a pretty good one, actually. What's his problem with that? That's a good thing. No, it's bad. But he doesn't tell us why.
So, why not just fucking abandon it?
And live like you? Smoking, old cigarette butts that we pick up off the ground and, Kramer Maxine, mooching off of mentally handicapped broads and living in their laundry room on a blow-up mattress on the floor? Because we have no moral, ethical system? Because we're perfectly okay with taking advantage of our fellow human being because we have no ethics, we have no morals? Oh, great, yeah. But that's why. That's why he's against that. That's why he's against Christianity, any kind of organized religion, because there's rules, right? There's morality, there's ethics. He don't like that. Because then he would be held to account, right? Then he would be judged, and he would be found wanting.
It doesn't make any sense to continue practicing it.
Makes perfect sense unless you're this weasel. Unless you are this layabout, loser, shiftless bum. This immoral human. This Satanist. Great. This massive hypocrite. But anyway, there you go. More dreck, more nonsensical tripe, more drunken babble from Styx, Hex, and Hammer 666. So there you go. Styx believes that Christianity as an organized religion has done more harm for Western civilization than good. Meanwhile, the most advanced civilizations in the world are all Christian. Imagine that. Oh, but I'm sure that's not a correlation. I'm sure that's not a instance of correlation equaling causation. I'm sure that, all the Western countries of the world being all Christian and they're being the most advanced countries in the world with the best economies and the best quality of living. I'm sure that has nothing to do with them being Christian. Oh, no. Yeah. Okay, buddy. Anyway, let me know what you think of Styx's most recent The Anti-Religion Ramble in the comment section. And please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have not already. Hit that notification bell to be notified of any future content that I might create. Also, if you like what I have to say, you like what I do, you like the way I tell it like it is, a number of ways you could support my continued content creation. Can leave a super chat for one. I'd really appreciate that. Super chats are good. Leave a super chat, baby. Any amount's greatly appreciated. You can also support my channel as a monthly member by hitting the join button below the video. In addition to that, I have a Patreon. And I also have a GoFundMe campaign going on right now. Want to know what that's about? You'll find those links in the description. Anyhow, on that note, I'm out of here. I am the Realist Philosopher, and I wish you all a good and pleasant day. And take care. Yeah, religion's evil. Religion's bad. I mean, don't get me wrong. Nothing's perfect.
That's about...
But this guy, what are we going to replace it with? I mean, what's your alternative, buddy? I don't have an alternative. I think people should just, worship themselves as a god. Yeah, don't we already have a lot of that going on now, and it's not working too well? That's not working too well, pal. The self-worship, malignant narcissism of I am my own God way of living life, it's not working out so well. Certainly not working out for you. But anyway, let's get to your comments, if any. All right, I'm scrolling back. I will get to your comments. Just give me a sec. You're wondering what I'm doing right now. I'm just trying to see where I left off in the comments. Okay, there we go. Shane Cash, but now. The Den of Tim. What? This guy's a lying numbnut. I don't know who he's talking about. Is this, he's talking about Sticks? The Den of Tim says, hello, good sir. Den of Tim's, you're a wanted felon. Why are you talking about politics when you refuse to follow the laws here? Well, if you're talking about Sticks, yeah, it's a good question. The Den of Tim's, is that how you felt about your ex-wife when you left? I don't think Sticks hears you, man. He has been in this chat before, but he doesn't know what he's talking about because he has never had to actually face real consequences until now. Atheism is the opposite of Christianity or any other. Well, atheism is just you don't believe in something, right? You don't believe in a God. That's it. It's that simple. The Den of Tim's, bro, this guy made a deal with the devil. Yeah, he worships an owl demon named Stolas. Didn't you know that? Den of Tim's, bro, this guy. Grunt 1987. Tarla's looking like Anne Frank. Look at those arms. Yeah, Trash Panda. He's going to live in a porta potty. Yeah. Buckshot Pen. Laundry room or hotel room. What's the difference? What? Okay, we got a troll in the room. All right. Anyhow, let me move on here. What is this? Hold on a sec. I think I have a... Ooh, baby. I like her. Might save that for last. Yeah, save that for last. Okay. Have we covered everything, though? No, we got more Jer. Okay, good. We have our Duncaning segment on the quartering, so give me a sec to set that up. Yeah, Jeremy Hambley. Jeez, this guy. He's so cringy. I mean, that's what makes him entertaining. It's the cringe of his content. It's really bad. Well, it's really boring more than anything else, which is bad if you ask me. I don't know how this guy became so big. I guess it's just his manipulation of the algorithm. He did get a degree in online marketing, didn't he? Yeah. So I guess he understands how to manipulate the SEO. I don't know. All right. All right, let me move on. We're going to move on. Next segment. The quartering. Yes. All right. All right. Screen capture on. Good. Open screen on. There we go. All right. Jimmy Hamley. Oh, yeah. So, hello, all, and welcome. It is I, the Realist Philosopher, and this is the Realist Philosopher Show. So, we're back. We're back with Jeremy Ham Planet Dale Hambly of the Quartering. And this is the Duncanine, where we review a number of varied clips from, well, whatever content creator I'm currently talking about, and we dunk on them. Very simple. So from the Kino Grow, the Quartering, the software I use to stream has completely failed. You use a Streamlabs? Isn't that kind of garbage content? Isn't that kind of a garbage content creation tool? I've heard mostly bad things about it. I don't know. I use XSplit, so I haven't had any problems with that. He was checking his system audio, which was muted. More likely he was watching Prawn again on his streaming PC off air. Oh, this is hilarious. All right, let's take a look.
Live troubleshooting there. The software I used to stream just completely failed. And, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Emergency alert, severe. Nathan Wudgell Weather Service, severe thunderstorm warning in effect till 2:30 p.m. Take shelter in a sturdy building away from windows. Flying debris may be deadly. Great!
What?
Neat. I had to just completely reinstall my software. Am I coming through okay? You guys can hear me okay?
Sounds not very good. Sounds horrible. It's very low.
Feels quiet, but check. Yeah, it feels kind of quiet, but mic, chat mic.
Okay,
there. I think it's
better.
now it's picking up the right mic. Okay, that's fixed.
How does he have so many tech issues? Hasn't he been streaming for like 15, 20 years? He's had that same microphone for years. How can he? It's odd to me.
What other problems can I fix before my house blows away in a tornado?
Why are there problems that need to be fixed in the first place? You would think after 15, 20 years he'd have this stuff dialed in, yo.
All right. Better audio, much better. Okay. Whew.
Of course, they're dunking on him in the comments. A working Jeremy stream, LOL.
That would have been dicey. That would have been dicey. Let's check some system audio, make sure that works, and then
Shouldn't you have this stuff working before you stream? Like, how does he stream and not have all this stuff already prepped? I mean, has he ever heard of a test stream? Why is he waiting until he's actually streaming live at his regular show time? I don't get it.
We'll get on with the show.
I mean, I can understand if like you need to upload software or do an update, or maybe you change your live streaming software, but you should do that stuff during a test stream, not during your regularly scheduled time slot.
Is this working?
You tell me.
Here, it was muted. Check. Okay.
What is that music?
Turn it down here.
What? Now he's playing music. Why? It's probably booze. Keto diet my ass.
5. Okay. My voice doesn't sound the same. Well, that part didn't change, I don't think. That should be
Pictures. Horrible.
Here. Part didn't change, I don't think. That should be
Look how grainy it is. It's going from decent quality to like what looks like 180p or something.
Oh, that reset too. That did reset, huh?
Well, that's horrible. Dude.
Are we
I thought he was a multimillionaire, but his stream quality is garbage.
okay? Check. Everything just fell apart.
This guy's so lazy.
Uh,
He can't put any work into his stream. I thought he's a multimillionaire with all these employees. Dude, don't you have a bunch of employees? Couldn't you hire somebody to fix this stuff, to optimize it? No.
Audio good. Is my my bass back?
Dead air.
All right.
Dead air.
Yeah, that
Dead air, Jer. Good Lord, pal. Could this dude be any more boring? The Kinogro, shout out to the Kids Guide. The Quartering is still reading the Kids Guide advertisements after being dropped for his degenerate behavior. What? What do you mean dropped? Then why would he be reading them? Dropped by who? Whoa, 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 whoa. He was dropped by an advertiser, but he's still advertising for them? How does that work? Okay, let's see what's going on here. By the way, if he was dropped, why would he still be reading ads for them? I'm confused.
shout out to the Kids Guide for that. They've got a pretty cool offer. If you've got a dog at home, you already know they're more than just a pet. They're part of the family. They're
Oh, I think that anybody can read these ads, right? I think that, yeah. Anybody can read these, and then you get a specific promo code, and then if somebody uses that promo code, then you get credit, and then you get like a portion of the sale or something, like a percentage. That's got to be, I don't know. I'm really not sure.
best friend. Well, it turns out America's founding fathers felt the exact same way. George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, and several of the men who helped build this country all had loyal dogs by their side. Some even traveled with them during the Revolutionary War, and they were there for some of the incredible moments in American history. When I found that out, I thought that's actually a cool way to get kids interested in history. And it turns out a company, the Kids Guide, is already doing this. They have a guide called the Kids Guide to the Founders' Furry Friends, and it's
That's a thing. There's a book about the dogs that popular, well-known historical figures owned. The hell do I care? I don't give a crap if George Washington had a German Shepherd or some crap. Who cares?
Here's the true stories of remarkable dogs that belong to America's founders.
What do you mean remarkable dogs? Not like they invented penicillin or something. Throw the ball, fetch the ball.
It's beautifully illustrated, easy for kids to enjoy, and teaches them about the people who shaped this country through the stories of the companions they loved most. Let's be honest, getting kids excited about actual history isn't always easy. But
I don't think this is going to get them excited. Who gives a crap what dog Benjamin Franklin had? Did he even have a dog?
tell them they're about to learn about George Washington's dog, now you've got their attention. I thought it was a genuinely clever idea, and if you've got kids or even grandkids who love dogs, I think they'll have a lot of fun with this. They're running a special offer right now that includes a Kids Guide to the Founders' Furry Friends and some other freebies. If that sounds like something your family would enjoy, just head over to freeusadoggift.com. That's freeusadoggift.com, or you can use the QR code on the screen. Just the whole thing
Sounds like a crappy idea to me.
is really bizarre to me.
Yeah, you and me both. I don't think kids care that much about what dog, Benjamin Franklin or George Washington had. But anyway, why would he? It's very odd. What's very bizarre to me is that a big giant degenerate like Jeremy Hambley is advertising kids' books. I would think this would be the last person you would want to be advertising your children's book. I don't know, man. It'd make a lot of sense to me. But anyway, moving on. Is that the one? Sorry for the real-time tech issues. Quartering is still ranting about his tech issue. One-person team, huh? I thought Jer was a baller CEO and he had many employees. Yeah, that's a lie. How many employees? He's got like an editor. He's got like one editor over in the UK or something, and that's it. And well, he's got Melanie Mac too, but you know. Anyway.
Go to this other window here.
What? Well, that's screwed up. This screen over here is supposed to be screen capture. But half of his office, part of his office is taking up the screen capture space. What's going on? Buddy, why are you doing this during stream? Why is this guy setting up his capture software while he's doing his show? How lazy is this guy? My God.
Bring up some more store eyes here for your sore eyes.
He's obviously uploaded some kind of new software. Why couldn't he be bothered to set it up beforehand? Too busy drinking, pal? Too busy cheating on your fake keto diet, which we all know you ain't on?
All right.
His keto diet, it's called Ozempic.
Right. Go here, go here. How's everybody's weekend?
What is it with this guy in the weekend? Again with the weekend. Stop asking about the weekend, pal. Dead air.
Let's see here.
Dead air. Dead air chair.
There we go. No, is that the one?
Dude, it's still not.
No, that's not the one.
Dude.
That's the one.
I can say, there you go. I can still see you still got some portion here. Your story box. I can still see your shirt, your arm. What's going on?
Sorry for the kind of real-time tech issues here.
Why? Why can't you do this stuff off stream? I don't get this. Look, I'm old. Admittedly, I'm not the best with technology. I'm pretty good with it, but I'm not like, some kind of baller in regards to technology like some of these folks. But I don't generally have tech issues, right? Like on very rare occasion, I have some drop frames because I do use a hotspot for my internet connection. But that's not a tech issue in regards to my live streaming software being improperly set up. I mean, I have that stuff done beforehand, and if I need to make a change, guess what I do? I do it before I stream. I don't do it during my streams. I'm not a lazy bum like this guy. I actually do show prep, unlike him.
We were able to get them all fixed right before we had to go live. That's always nice.
You didn't get anything fixed. What are you talking about? We just saw you fixing it in real time while you're streaming. What are you talking about? Don't try to gaslight me, pal.
It's always stressful tech issues when you're basically a one-person team.
What the hell are you talking about? You've talked about having dozens of employees, like multiple editors and all this crap. And then you got Mel. Of course, she's totally, completely useless, so...
And I don't even know if all these changes I made are going to stick when I close the software again. They just disappeared. All my scenes, all my, all the stuff that I have pre-planned, pre-programmed.
I thought this guy, dude, how can you be so bad with technology? You're much younger than me, and you've been doing this for like 20 years.
Just disappeared. I want to thank y'all for tuning in today. If you're watching on the Rumble home.
Why would it disappear? What?
Page, do me a favor. Go to, you'll see my title right here. Page. Click on the title of the video and hit the green follow button down below the video.
Why?
And then get active in chat.
Why? If I got active in chat, I would just troll you, man. You would have blocked me almost immediately. You already blocked me on Twitter, and I've never even messaged you on Twitter. I've never even responded to a tweet. So, yeah. This guy dislikes me so much. He went out of his way to block me. Without any real prompt or any messages on Twitter. So
participate in chat.
Nah.
I love reading the chat. And
no, you don't. You cherry pick, dude. You have tons of dead air while you read and peruse and cherry pick which chat messages you're actually going to read, because most of them are trolls dunking on you.
And And if you don't follow the channel, you won't get notified. Like I did a secret stream on Saturday that we had like 5,000 or 6,000 people for on a random Saturday.
Yeah, how's it secret then if you're telling us about it? By the way, nobody believes you had 4,000 or 5,000 people. Everybody knows Rumble has the hell botted out of it. It's botted to hell, man. There's tons of bots. It's all inorganic.
It's kind of nuts.
No, you had maybe 200-300 real life actual viewers, almost all trolls.
It's kind of nuts.
Yeah, say it again, pal. Dead air. Dead air. That's booze. Disguised as an energy drink.
So just make sure you follow it.
Look at how slow that chat's moving. I'm supposed to believe you got 5,400 live viewers at this point. Get out of here, man. Glacial pace of that chat.
It's free to do.
It's free, yeah.
All right, let's go back to this story.
Kamala Harris, oh God. Oh, accidentally closed that out. Yeah, he's so good at technology. This buffoon. Moving on. Will be available at Walmart very soon and Target. Canada by the end of the year. Oh, come on, man. Nobody believes this. Does anybody believe that Jeremy will ever be in any major retailer? I don't buy it. There's no money to be made. He can't compete. $6, $7, $8 for similar flavored coffees, and he's trying to charge $20. And by the way, he's white label. He's drop ship. Which means there's a middleman. He doesn't handle his own fulfillment, and we know he's not vertically integrated. So there's too many middlemen. There's too many outside vendors supplying his business. He doesn't make his. I mean, very little is done in house. He doesn't do anything really in house. So I mean, this guy, how's he going to be able to get his coffee cheap enough that he can actually sell it in Walmart and make any money? He can't. He won't. But let's hear Jared try to gaslight us into believing he will be in Target. Whoa!
This is not a man that has a great track record, okay? But let's take a look. A huge shout out to everyone who's supporting my coffee company, Coffee Brand Coffee.
Coffee. Mm. This guy named his coffee company Coffee Company.
You can just head to buycbc.com. It'll take you directly to our Amazon store. We will also be available on Walmart very soon.
No, you will not. Let me tell you what's going to happen here, okay? He'll be available on the Walmart website, which is pretty easy to get on. It's kind of comparable in difficulty level to Amazon. So he might be able to get on their website. And he's conflating that with being on the shelves of Walmart, which will never happen. Never, ever, 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 ever. He will never be in Walmart. The only way this guy could ever be in Walmart is if he actually opened up his own coffee factory where he handled most of the product production. Okay, he'd have to have his own K-cup machine. He would have to have his own roaster. He would have to have his own bagging machine. He would have to do most of this stuff in-house. He'll never do that because he's too lazy, so no chance he'll ever be in Walmart.
Roasting up our first order.
You're not roasting up anything, dude. We already know that Javatsava handles your roasting of the beans, that they are your dropship, white label producer, okay?
I'm really excited about that. And then soon Target. So we're expanding rapidly. And then we'll be
These are all lies. Dude, you're never going to be in Target. It's not happening.
in Canada by the end of the year.
He's going to go international now. Oh, I'm going to be in Canada. No, you won't. You won't, pal. It's dropship crap. It's dropship.
So all my Canadian viewers will be able to get our products. So
Can't they already get it off Amazon?
I'm in expansion mode, big and heavy.
Dude, you're not in no expansion mode. What are you talking about? You're living off of money from dead dad or some kind of new crappy Rumble deal that isn't nearly as advantageous as the old one, you're hemorrhaging cash, man. You're bringing in $2-3 a month from your YouTube channel. You're making nothing on Rumble unless you got a new Rumble deal. Dude, what money are you going to use to expand?
Need your help?
Oh, you mean like you needed our help with that K-Cup machine that you said numerous times you bought, but you never bought? You mean that? That kind of help? Yeah, I don't think so, pal. Fool me once, shame on me. I mean, yeah. What is it? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Yeah. I mean, pal, fool me once, shame on you. Or fool me twice, shame on me. Isn't that how it goes? Yeah, buddy, you ain't fooling me. You never fooled me at all, though. I've never bought your garbage products.
To build up some cash to put through these giant new orders.
Build up some cash. Yeah, nobody's helping you out, pal.
I put our dark roast K-Cups, which are our top sellers, 30% off right now if you're looking for something to try.
He doesn't make his own K-Cups either. It's a Java Tsava as well. No doubt.
Well, we also have butterscotch toffee, another top seller, blueberry cobbler.
Butterscotch.
Strawberry.
Did you finally at least put the ingredients on the bag? Did you at least do that? So that, you know, people who have allergies to whatever's in these flavored coffees doesn't drop dead because they don't know what's in them.
And cream. We have 100% real Kona. We have.
Isn't it a blend? Isn't his 100% Kona a blend? Did you know that to be a Kona blend, you could say it can be as little as 10% actual real Kona.
Decaf, double calf, a silky ultra dark roast.
Yeah, I'm going to pay $20 for decaf. Get the hell out of here.
We only have 5 of those left. We're running low on that. We have a light roast, Ethiopian, all available in whole bean, ground, and 5-pound bags. So remember, buy CBC.
5-pound bag? What is that, $100?
.com if you're a coffee drinker. We're roasting our fall flavors right now, so we're bringing back spice.
Why is he saying we? You don't roast your beans, man. Java Tsava roast your beans. Your drop shipper roast your beans. They bag them too, and they ship them to Amazon. That's why his coffee's so expensive, man. Because there's a middleman involved.
Jack Lantern.
And that's why he'll never be in Walmart. And he'll never be in Target in terms of being on their physical shelves. He'll never be able to produce the product for cheap enough. He'd have to be the one doing the production and the fulfillment, and he's too lazy for that. So,
we're working on a new maple pecan flavor because viewers have requested a pecan flavor. So I've been taste testing that.
Taste testing? How? Java Tsava makes your coffee. What are they doing? Sending you the? I guess they're cooking up different blends and sending them to him in the mail. I don't really believe this, by the way. He's talking about taste testing. In Java Tsava in Pennsylvania, unless you're flying down there or they're sending you like samples in the mail, you ain't taste testing nothing, pal.
Our Christmas flavors, gingerbread and vanilla sugar cookie, are coming back for the
sugar cookie coffee?
The holiday season. So it's a really great time to
get diabetes drinking this coffee, man. I don't want this sweet crap. I like my coffee bitter.
Give our product a try. If you're looking for something to try, just try the dark roast. It's 30% off. And
30%? Oh, I guess it's not selling too well, pal. Another fire sale? Even then, I wouldn't buy your coffee. 30% off? No way. No way. It'd have to be like 75%. Then maybe. But even then, I wouldn't buy coffee then because this guy is very footloose and fancy-free with your personal information. That's how he revealed by accident that Java Tsava was his actual drop shipping supplier because he was he had the order slips on the screen by accident. And he showed a bunch of people's names and addresses, their shipping information. So there's no way I'm buying anything from you, pal. I don't trust you to keep that information private.
Until they're sold out, obviously, but check that out. Fauci's personal diet.
So he's selling out of stuff. You'd think that's a good thing, but it's not. It means he can't afford to keep it in stock on a regular basis. So, yeah, but we're supposed to believe this guy is a great businessman, but he doesn't have stock. He's constantly running out of stuff. Oh, man. Great. By the way, I heard that Java Sava stopped making flavored coffee, so he's having to shop for a new supplier. I wonder who's going to be his next supplier. He started off with Mill Creek, but then they dropped him because he claimed they were woke and he believed that they were biased against him. They found out what his actual politics were, and that's why they dropped him. My theory is they dropped him because he's an insufferable ass. And that's why he had to find a new drop shipper, which was Java Sava, and now they're dropping him as well. Gee, Jer, well, you seem to have pretty bad luck with drop shippers. I hope you can find another one. But anyway, there you go. There you go. So Jer needs more cash from you. Because he's such a brilliant businessman and he wants to expand into Walmart and Target, which will never happen. He just wants you to buy more of his crappy product because he's hemorrhaging cash. He's in debt, heavy debt. He's facing bankruptcy, and he needs money. That's all. He's never going to be in Walmart. He's never going to be in Target. These claims are just to get you to buy his garbage coffee. Just like he claimed that he was going to buy a K-Cup machine and build a coffee factory, so please donate and please buy my coffee so I can do all this, but he never did it. Same old story with this guy. He's a big, fat liar. But anyway, let me know what you think in the comment section. Is he being honest? Is he actually going to be in Walmart and Target soon? No. Does he need you to buy his product so that he can get cash to expand? No, he just needs your money to survive. He's going broke. That's why he's selling all his crap. But let me know what you think in the comment section. And please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have not already. Hit that notification bell to be notified of any future content that I might create. Also, if you'd like to support my continued content creation, there's a number of ways you can do so. You can leave a one-time super chat if you'd like. Any amount would be greatly appreciated. It really helps me out. Also, you can follow and support my channel on a monthly basis by hitting that join button below the video. You can support me that way via YouTube. Also, you can join my Patreon or you can donate to my GoFundMe campaign, the links to which are in the description. Anyhow, on that note, I'm out of here, folks. I am the Realist Philosopher, and I wish you all a good and pleasant day. Take care. He's going to be in Target. He's going to be in Target soon. Oh, yeah. Target's more expensive than Walmart, so maybe. But I doubt it. I really don't think so. This guy, he's so full of crap. He's so full of crap. Everything with this guy is like an upgrade. I need you to donate because I got to upgrade. I got to upgrade how I sell my product. I need a new K-Cup machine. I need to become more vertically integrated. Meanwhile, there's no vertical integration going on here. I'm going to be in Walmart. Oh, you need to buy more. Dude, $20 for 12 ounces of flavored coffee. Butterscotch pecan. Sounds disgusting, man. Strawberries and cream. Dude, why don't I just buy fruit juice? Sounds like sugary crap. Well, why don't I just go buy some, Captain Crunch? Your coffee sounds like pure sugar, man. I don't want that. By the way, it's got all that sugar, all those flavorings. How much of that 12 ounces is actually coffee? Like 8, maybe? The other 4 ounces is chemical additives. No, thank you, man. If I want to have a sweet tooth, I'll just buy a candy bar. I don't want no freaking sweet tooth with my coffee. I want my coffee to be strong and bitter. I don't want sugary garbage. Hey, what do we got? Anybody in here? Bob Dobbs. Trash Panda says he can't find Iran on a map. He has no interest in geography or history. He would fail the U.S. citizenship test. Thinking about Jeremy? Jeremy Hambley? Yeah, probably. Oh, this is not good. Give me a sec here. YouTube. Probably should have shouted the stream out. I did not. That's my own fault. And the thumbnail was not good. Learning experience. Yeah, I'm afraid I'm not the most sophisticated content producer out there, yo. Oh, man. Not very good at the advertising side. I'm more the talent side. Yeah. Give me a sec. There we go. Okay. Anybody out there? I don't see anybody. Okie Farmer, Ishtar. Looks like everybody left. Might have to end the stream early. The chat is kind of dead. I could do another segment, but I don't know that I want to. If nobody's in the chat, I'm just going to sit here. Or just leave. Yeah. Quite tired. Anybody out there? Any humans? What's going on with the chat, man? Got a decent amount of viewers, but the chat is not moving at all. What's up with that? Very strange. Okie Farmer, listen in the background while catching up with some paperwork. Oh, well, I mean, you're the only one. You are the only one, man. There's nobody else here. Yikes. I was thinking about doing one more segment, but I don't know. Thomas Ladders here going to sleep slowly. Am I that bad? I put you to sleep? That can't be good. I don't know, man. I think I'm going to have to end this stream early. My head is... God. Without the nicotine stimulant, man, I'm having a hard time. This is really difficult. There was a reason I started using the nicotine in the first place, because I just it's very difficult for me to do this stream and work, but the nicotine causes me problems in terms of inflammation. I wonder if there's a way to counter that. I don't know. This is rough, man. Well, my favorite part of the stream is the chat, and I kind of gauge whether or not I should keep going based upon the activity going on there. And it looks kind of dead. So I don't know. I don't think I want to do any more here. Yeah. There's nobody in here. At least not at the moment. I don't know what concurrent viewers. It says 34, but should have more chat going on if it was 34. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on here. Stuff and such keep going. It's just dead. But the chat is dead. There's nobody talking. Not that I want. Jeez. Let me see here. No, I'm very tired. I don't really want to. I've already done 4 segments. It's enough. Guys, so in the future, let me tell you how the show works. So I read a story, I do commentary, and I don't read the chat until afterwards. So in between segments, I read chat. So I catch up on all the chat messages. So you're not being ignored. I don't do them at the same time. I might in the future. There is a widget for my live streaming software that allows me to stream the chat. The problem is I'm blind, number one. So if I want to actually read the chat while I'm live streaming, I would have to either enlarge the window or have it in a transparent overlay, but it would be very, very tiny, and I wouldn't be able to read it because I'm blind. I would need my bifocals on, and the light would reflect off of them and blind you. There's a whole bunch of like practical elements to doing that make it difficult. Mostly my bad eyesight, because I'm old and I wear bifocals. But anyway, Okie Farmer, you do sound like you need to rest. I'm very tired. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I've been off the nicotine gum now. I think it's like 8, 9 days. I shouldn't be feeling like this. Something's not right. I don't know. I mean, I might need to get back on it. Just, I don't know. I don't know, man. I mean, when in doubt, you should rest. I did want to do this next story, but I'm so exhausted. The only thing that really motivates me is the chat, and that's dead by now. So I don't think I'm going to continue. And we haven't done very good on views, but stuff and such. Candida, probably. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what that is. But, I'm just tired. This light shining in my eyes ain't helping either. Oof. But I do like the chat, but when the chat is this dead, I'm really not motivated to go too far above and beyond. So I think I'm gonna cut it short here. I will be back on Wednesday, the same time, 11 p.m. New York City time. So do come back then. Hopefully I'll be feeling better by then. Fungal overgrowth can cause fatigue. Dude, I am on a carnivore diet. By the way, yeah, stuff and such. I eat only animal products. There's no carbs in my diet. It's not fungal overgrowth. I know what you're talking about, but no, it's not that. It's nothing like that. No. Oh, you're very new to the show, stuff and such. So you don't know what's going on. But hopefully you'll come back on Wednesday. No, I just recently stopped using nicotine gum, which I started using several months ago because I didn't have the energy or the mental focus to do both. But both my work and the stream, without some kind of stimulant to help me out because of my stroke and all that, which you also don't know about. You really need to catch yourself up on who I am. But yeah, I think I'm gonna have to end the show here, which isn't real hard anyway. I don't know if YouTube is blocking my chat or it is very odd. Usually when I have this many concurrent viewers, the chat is moving much better than this. This is very odd. I think YouTube is blocking my chat, algorithmically suppressing it. I don't know. This is very strange. But anyhow, I'm going to head out, guys. Be back Wednesday. Hopefully I'll have a little more energy. I am feeling pretty down today. Anyhow, I am the Realist, and I wish you all a good and pleasant day. If you want me to stick around more,